Hello. We are standing at the corner of Francisco Medina Asensio and Niza Street in Colonia Díaz Ordaz, and we came here with the intention of walking the entirety of Niza Street so that I could show you a little bit more about Colonia Díaz Ordaz, which we explored last week in our Colonia or neighborhood profile. Of course, it's been raining cats and dogs in Puerto Vallarta, and the one thing I didn't expect is for this brand new, recently built, enhanced street to be completely inundated and to smell like sewer. But we are here to explore the good and the bad of Puerto Vallarta, the Puerto Vallarta experience as it is. So we are going to take the stinkiest walk we've ever taken. Of course, I'm finding myself having to circumvent a little bit in order to be able to cross over to the other side of the street without getting my huaraches all covered in caca water, which is not at all desirable. What are we going to find on this street? I have no idea. Particularly now that it's being fixed up. Hopefully it'll be worth our while. And if not, hey, I got myself some exercise. For starters, we have a landmark directly across the street. I am looking at Ocho Tostadas, which doesn't seem to be open today, or at least not right now. There are several branches to this wonderful seafood restaurant. We've gone to the one in the stadium. And what I'm hoping to do on this particular walk is to give you a taste of the mixture of residential and condo and business options in this neighborhood. But again, if I get to every intersection and I have to find ways to cross over to the other side, then this may not turn out to be the best of ideas. But you probably want to know about this. Jesus. Okay, so I can't cross that way. And okay, I'm gonna have to circumvent that way to get to the other side. Ugh, just nasty. Nasty stuff. And the worst part of it is that I'm seeing, look at the street. It's all moldy, so this water has been sitting around for some time. Or maybe it's part of a bigger leak. I'm not entirely sure. Again, looking for a clean, dry place to cross the street without getting my leather sandals wet. And I don't know that this is going to happen. And this is one of the problems with this general area. Okay, I think I can take a few skips here. Disgusting. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Well, that was mildly unsuccessful. For the record, I'll be washing my feet when I get home. Buenas tardes.
Empanizado, ¿no?
Aquí, ¿no?
Okay, so For the record, also, it did not rain yesterday, It rained on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. It did not rain yesterday. And there is still all this water moving about. Now, is this water coming from the rain, or is there an evil sewage leak going on somewhere? Buenas tardes. Hola, hola. Claro. Well, we don't know. Okay, I'm approaching the intersection with Buenas tardes. I believe this is Milan Street, where there's not so much water anymore. But crossing over to the other side, we can do this. For a change, I'm grateful to see a speed bump on the street, because this helps me cross over to the other side. And let's see what we find. Little buenas tardes. Little store. An office supply store here. And we are approaching the intersection with Vienna Street. There's a restaurant here called Mr. Vegan. Mr. Vegan. I don't know this place, but it looks really cute. It used to be a barber shop, maybe. How curious this place is. Let me take a photo and we'll explore this later on. Por supuesto. Por supuesto que sí. Por supuesto que sí. Buenas tardes. This is a neighborhood store. Across the street there's a place called Charlie's Walk. It is closed right now, but I've seen it open and I've been curious about it. What else do we have? Oh my God, more water everywhere. Okay, so we are now at Vienna Street, where the water doesn't look so bad. I think we can just cross over to the other side. Sorry, car. So this looks like a disaster zone, because this is what they are fixing right now. And I think we can go this way. This is just messy everywhere you look. There are a couple of landmarks here. We've talked about both of them. First of all, there is Pozolitlan, a wonderful pozole restaurant that we visited a number of times. They seem to be closed through this ordeal. And the same thing applies to Au Croissant, a wonderful bakery, French owned. They seem to be closed as well. Who could blame them? You can barely get close to this place when it's dry, because it's all swampy. And just imagine it when it is all wet. There's a sign in front of Au Croissant. I can barely read it, but it says that we are closed, and I can't quite see the dates, but when they're open, they are a wonderful source of pastries. Now, here on the side, you can see the beginning of what is clearly going to be a bicycle path. I suppose at this point on the street things narrow a little bit, and the bicycle path joins the main street. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
And here we see Bodeguita Versalles. This is a beautiful shop we visited before. It's an eclectic shop that sells handicrafts and things made by local artists. Beautifully curated. And we reached the part of the street that has yet to be touched by the new street reconstruction project. Here are some of the older the older houses in the Colonia, for example. And there are very, if you look at this photograph, you see an older condo project, and behind it a brand new one that is being built right now. We are at the intersection of Niza and I don't know what the other street is, but we are on Niza Street. That's what matters. The more we get close to Fluvial, the more you start seeing new condo buildings that have been built recently, such as this one, which we can see on the upcoming corner. And here at the very corner, there's a new eatery or bar, I'm not sure, that a couple of friends have mentioned to me. Let's go and explore what this place is about. It's called Restaurante Dulce y Amargo, which means sweet and sour. They have comida del día, food of the day. It's a small little venue. It's cute. Let me take a photo of the corner. And there you have it. More new buildings this way. And before you know it, we are now 2 short blocks away from Fluvial Vallarta Avenue, an intersection that you'll probably recognize if you live here in Puerto Vallarta and get around. And here we are, intersection of Niza and Rio Amarillo, or Yellow River. And there's a small little park here. Behind the park is Farmacia Guadalajara, which we looked at before. And we are at the intersection of this street with Fluvial Vallarta. And looking at what's coming up, it's easy to appreciate why the government would have chosen to build a bicycle path. Because as you can see, this street intersects with the continuation of Fluvial Vallarta, making it an ideal street for there to be a bicycle path. In this corner, another popular restaurant here is Tsunami Sushi. Very, very good. And here we are again at the intersection of Avenida Fluvial Vallarta and Avenida Grandes Lagos. Now, when Grandes Lagos was built, I'm going to take a photo. You won't be able to appreciate it, but when Fluvial Vallarta built this, in the median part where all the trees are, there used to be a bicycle path. But they've since covered it. I don't know if it's because nobody used it or they didn't want to maintain it or what. But it is no longer there. Whether they will reopen it or not to address the needs of cyclists is a mystery. But this gives you a flavor of what you can find along this street in many parts of Colonia Díaz Ordaz. Needless to say, it's a complicated place to be with all the rain and all the bad drainage in the streets. But this is a part of the reality of living around here. It is close to lunchtime and I'm meeting some friends in a nearby restaurant. So I'm gonna wrap this up and thank you for joining me in this very very real walk along the street called Niza. And I hope we'll walk again sometime in the near future. This is me signing off, and I will talk to you again soon. Ciao.